Good evening and welcome to Hallows Eve, where I'm here live on YouTube with Saint Ghost, and him and me are doing a show. We are, you guys. It's the wee hours. It's like 5 in the morning. On October 31, 2025, the Clark the Shark Show, where there's tons of topics on the table, you guys. Topic 1, shitty life. And in parentheses, I wrote, they know my plight. The Saint Ghost can relate to that one. Well, what is he doing over there? Yeah, it's just me and a bottle of Comet. Topic 2, crooked family. Topic 3, crooked cops. Topic 4, crooked judge. And topic 5, crooked demon rats. Yeah. Look at this piece of shit. Well, what is this? The demon rats, Proposition 50. You guys, they're mad at that Texas is redistricting, so they're going to rewrite. I guess it's the California Constitution that voters already said we, the people, pick the districts. They voted on it already years ago. And now they're the crooked Democrats have decided, no. The people don't know shit. We're the experts. Proposition 50. This is about the biggest fucking piece of shit scam I've ever seen, you guys. What do you care if Texas redistricts? What does that have to do with California? Well, dude, you guys are losing a lot of elections lately, so you're going to rig California. Yeah, that dude, it's not going to save you Democrats. You guys are creeps. The people can see you guys for what you are. Proposition 50 in California is not going to save Democrats in Oregon, Washington State, New Mexico, Colorado, Connecticut, Minnesota, New York, wherever Democrats congregate. Isn't that right, Saint Ghost? He's over there at that bottle of bleach. Yeah, I don't get this, you guys. So the people voted in California years ago. I remember I voted yes on that, an independent commission who was already rigged in favor of the Democrats, who drew a pro-Democrat rigged California congressional districts. It's already a rigged blue state. That's not enough for the Democrats. They got to do it even more, baby. If it feels good, try it here on the Clark the Shit Show. That's topic 5, you guys. Crooked demon rats. Oh, yeah. The Democrats know better than you voters. You know what they're literally doing in California, you guys? They're writing out all the Republican GOPs. Yeah. Doesn't that make you Republicans in California feel fucking good? You're being written out. You know what? It probably isn't even going to work because California, about 45% voted for Trump here. It's getting redder here, Democrats. Your fake, phony, slim majority is shrinking. The state, like many other states, is trending red. I bet Democrats will try this shit in Pennsylvania. I don't think they control the legislature there, or they would right here on the Clark the Shit Show, if you know what I mean. Am I right or am I right? That's topic 5, crook Democrats. And topic 6, bad dreams. Topic 7, bad family. And topic 8, ghost hunting is super dangerous, you guys. It is. Topic 9, here in the Matrix. The shark tricks, if you will. Topic 10, Clark the Shark, poet, genius, clairvoyant, mystic, etc. And I do it all at 5'6". I'm like a little miniature Charlie Kirk, you guys. Not as good looking or, magnetic and magnanimous as he. But for 5 foot nothing, baby, you get your money's worth. And trust me, Saint Ghost, look at him. He agrees. He's like, Sharky, I want to be on the show. Get them topics out of the way. And topic 11, I believe in God and you should too. Sincerely, Kanye Shark. And there's another topic 11. I don't have a topic 12 tonight, you guys. It's just topic 11, the Klaus Wonka test. That's right, for Augusta Scaloop and all you greedy, bad little children. Mike TV and, Veruca Salt. It's not your fault, you guys, that your liberal parents suck and they fucking ruined your life right here on the Clark the Shit Show. Maybe it was conservative Republican parents beating you and hating you, or ignoring you, or just being oblivious to you. It's possible. It happens on the right and the left, you guys, equally across the board. Maybe I think it's worse with liberal parents. Come on, you know it is. If Larry David is your dad, you're probably gonna be a douchebag. You'll come out like Adam Carolla, or who knows? Maybe he's a bad analogy or example, but you won't believe in God if your liberal parents. I mean, it's possible you might have liberal Catholic or liberal Methodist or liberal Christian parents, and that's just like the same as having liberal atheist parents. Here on the Clark the Shit Show, 1-800-449-8255 from the fabulous golden EIB Ghost Refone, you guys, because I'm here live with Saint Ghost. He's right next to me. I can feel him. He keeps tapping me on the shoulder saying, Sharky, I've got some ideas for your show tonight. And I'm like, no, Saint Ghost, I'm not interested in your point of view. Your POV, brother. He's like, Sharky, you got a blank. Flip it over, it's blank. Let me fill it in. I'm like, no, Saint Ghost, I'm going to treat you the way they treated Clark the Shark. And I'm going to throw your demo tape into the trash bin behind the record label. Do it at your peril, liberals. They might find a guy dead in a greenhouse with a shotgun across his chest. A really talented, revolutionary, iconic, groundbreaking musician who hit MTV hard in 1991, as we all know. And then sadly, he perished all alone in a greenhouse. Yeah, you guys, his name was Blake Douchebag. Of course, of that incredible three-piece band, the Douchebag Effect, that hit so hard on MTV. Yeah, where'd you guys get that idea, dude? Neil Young, Iggy Pop, the Minutemen, Black Flag. Oh, maybe some fucking guy, forgotten guy in the Matrix from Redondo Beach, Torrance. Named Clark the Shark, but what the fuck do I know, you guys? Topic 1, a shitty life. Now they know my plight, too. Wherever I go, there's a meeting, and then there's 40 people all around a table. Then I walk in the room, and then the unwritten rule is Shark has had a shitty life, so don't treat Shark good. Or something like that. And God's like, well, that's good, dude. Shitty life it's great, Sharky. It's making you stronger and better for heaven. Like, dude, if I'm dying and going to heaven, topic 1, shitty life. They know my plight. In God, you know my plight too, dude. You know what happened in Torrance and Redondo, and a little scrawny 4'7" albino white kid from Torrance. God's like, Sharky, it's an experiment. It's a science project. It's neato, far out. It's fantasy, like fantasy basketball or fantasy NFL, like fantasy football. Sharky, it's fantasy hockey, NHL. Sharky's life. Topic 1, a shitty life. They know my plight. Yeah, the Truman Show. It's like that. But the Matrix for Clark the Shark is even weirder. What's even stranger about this is all of you think your lives are real, but all of you out there are just playing a role on the Truman Show, known as the Clark the Shark shitty life, topic 1, and you don't even know it. You don't even exist. But they know my plight, in parentheses, Clark the Shark. And topic 2, crooked family. Yeah. Wow, dude, I don't even need to fucking tell you about my family in Redondo and Torrance. But I kind of knew my black family in Los Angeles. My wife's, I'm not going to name names, you guys, but yeah, dude, they think being a crook or being dishonest is a badge of honor, you guys. One of them brought now I've told this story many times on my show, topic 2, a restraining order against Clark the Shark. And as many of you know, I'm nonviolent. The most I do is yell, and then the cops come to the house and like, hey, keep the Sharky down. And I'm usually yelling at some asshole who's bothering me. And normally I'm back in my bedroom with the door locked, yelling in the mirror. I'm not even yelling at anyone. And they're like, Sharky, keep it down. But I'm not violent. I don't attack anyone. I'm not a good fighter, you guys. It's a good thing, too. And people know that. I'm just a mellow, nice guy. Keeps to himself for the most part. And to people, that's annoying. I guess I should say to Democrats. That's annoying on the Clark the Shit Show. Yeah, you guys, topic 2, crooked family. But there's this one guy in the family who's a big-time crook, a scammer, a little weasel. And the whole family won't man up to this guy. And, dude, that is what it is. That's bold. And me, Clark the Shark, I call that out. Now, my family in Torrance, Redondo Beach has versions of this. When I was a kid, I was always calling the cops because my brothers were really mean and they were douchebags and they picked on me. And then the cops would come and be like, shut up, Sharky, it's no big deal. I was like 11 years old, 9 years old, calling the cops in Torrance. And then they would come to my house and the cops would literally tell me to fuck off. I'm like an 8-year-old boy. And these guys are like, I'm serious, cops, these guys are bad. And I don't even think one time did the cops not laugh or something. They always took it as a joke, like, oh, look at the white people in Torrance. But I was serious, you guys. I was seriously, when I was 7, 8, 9 in Torrance, Redondo Beach, it was really bad. And I had to call the cops many times. And everyone just thought it was a joke. You know what it is? They thought Clark the Shark was a joke, and he doesn't matter. Sort of like now, right here on the Clark the Shit Show. Am I true, Truman, or am I not? But topic 2, crooked family. If your family has a crook in it, you guys need to man up. I'm not just talking to my own 2 families. I'm talking to all of America now. If you have a crook and a dishonest person in your family, you gotta drop a dime and be a snitch. If you don't, the crook will destroy your whole entire family. Well, I'm just telling you, you guys, topic 2, crooked family. You need to listen to Clark the Shark here because I have an inkling that I may be true and correct on topic 2. And while we're on topic 2, uh, let's talk about topic 3, crooked cops. Now, when I had skin cancer, and the very guy invited me to the house and said, you could live here for free. Shark, you got this big thing on the back of your leg. We know about it. So I lived there for about a month and I said, you know what? I'm going to pay. And so I volunteered to pay. And as years went by, I was like the only person that paid. And not only did I pay rent, sometimes $600, $700, $800 over the top. Nobody else in this house gave a fucking dime, you guys. Topic 3, crooked cops. I think one lady did. I don't think so. I think she took my money and pretended and used it as her money. So it was almost like I was giving twice or 3 times. Topic 3, crooked cops. You're like, Sharky, what the fuck does this have to do with cops or police? Or I'm getting to it, you guys. But I had skin cancer. I would go to the doctor every day, virtually, when I lived at this house, drawing blood. And I found out later they were stealing my plasma, not paying me, funny enough. And, giving blood, they were stealing that too. Clark the Shark, they all know my plight. Topic 1, shitty life. And the doctors and nurses were like, this guy's one of those douchebags. Let's just steal his plasma and his blood, if you will, right here on the Clark the Shit Show. And that's what they were doing, you guys. And I was actually getting sick and weak and vomiting. And it was probably because I was giving red blood cells so much that I was literally dying and didn't even know it. It's possible, you guys. Topic 3, crooked cops. But I lived in this house from I guess it was March 2019 until they evicted me in May of 2023. It's about 4 years going to the doctor all the time with skin cancer and shit. And then I was also throwing up all the time in the house. And I thought that was the cancer. That turned out to be the fumes under the house from the raw sewage, of which Sharky tried to fix that. But I did fix their main line under their lawn. And a little side note here, the dumbass who brought the restraining order on me, he told the judge he would pay me the $2,500 for the plumbing. He never did. I don't even fucking care. And then $2,100 because the crook was running blessing looms. And I'm not going to name names here, you guys. Gifting circles, whatever they call them, of which my wife was a victim to the tune of $2,100. So right there is like almost $5,000. I'm not even counting all the food, Pepsi's, Coca-Cola's, chicken, hamburger meat, barbecues, potato salad, macaroni salad, just tons and tons of food that I bought these people, you guys, it seemed like 5 years. I guess it was only 4 years. But, it didn't matter to this one guy. He would come and make trouble with various people in the house. And eventually the trouble would spill to my room where, I usually just lock myself in the door. But one time this guy was yelling at my wife's sister, who has an alcohol and drug problem. And she's kind of a girl like on the streets, or she was. And I said, hey, that ain't fucking cool. And I went out there, me, Clark the Shark, wasn't trying to be a hero or anything. I was just like, dude, chill, leave her alone. That ain't cool. I was being halfway polite. I wasn't being a dick or anything. And the guy actually said, you want to step outside, N-word? He called me the N-word. You want to step outside? And I was like, dude, are you nuts? Do you need Zoloft or Prozac, bro? You're picking on your sister. And this guy's actually come here and hit his sister a few times, beat her up real bad. And I just went back in my room. I'm like, holy shit, this guy's really crazy. And I didn't call the cops that night, though. I should have, but I didn't. And then I went back in my room and I was sitting there at my computer, and then the guy came running into my room. And then tonight I had a bad dream that recalled this. In the dream tonight, it wasn't him, it was two other people. But he actually tried to push his way into my room, and my wife stopped her. I won't say her real name, but I'll say my wife, Maureen, stopped him at the door. And I was like in disbelief. And then I'm like, okay, dude, one more step, I'm going to call 911. And I didn't, though. I just, I let the situation calm down, simmer down. And then I took the lady over to her boyfriend's house. And, I had a little chat like, your brother's nuts, blah, blah, blah. Maybe don't, it's risky to come around. If you're drunk or high, don't come there. If you see him, there's going to be trouble, that kind of thing. And she just, goodbye, ran out of my car and, didn't say thank you for the ride. I don't even care, you guys. Sharky's kind of a dude who is, usually like oblivious. I don't know what the word is, aloof. I don't know, but I stay away from trouble, violence. If there's a fight, I go in my room. I don't go out there and try to be a hero. This one time, I just went out there because he was saying disparaging things to the lady. Really disparaging things, like, I'm going to throw you out, throw your clothes out, don't come around, blah, blah, blah. And he was trying to put on a grandstand like he's a big man. And who knows, maybe he's right. Maybe the lady is kind of a jerk, and I didn't realize that at the time. Still, you don't talk to a lady like that right here on the Clark the Shit Show. But anyway, other times this guy would come around and make trouble. And so from inside my room, I would call the cops, 911. And he probably about 3 or 4 times is all over the years. But on May 3, 2023, he came there and started trouble with my wife. So I called 911. The cops came. I went out to the yard. I said, you guys, this guy comes around. He makes trouble. He even beats people up. And, and I said, he's probably going to try something stupid one day against me. When I was really mad, I had a right to be, you guys, because guy who stays back in his room, maybe that's my problem, but who knows? Maybe, in this case, I just don't know, you guys, but the cops are there to protect me. When I call 911, and I'm not going to say the name of the police, but I'll just give you a hint, South Los Angeles. These sheriffs are supposed to protect me when I call 911. They're not supposed to let some douchebag make a false police report and a false restraining order against me that they know to be false here on the Clark the Shit Show. Am I right? Or am I true? Or am I not? So these cops knew this guy was fabricating not just a police report, but also a restraining order against me. And then he, like a coward, had some lady serve me a restraining order. And then I went before a crooked judge who didn't allow, I brought my wife and a bunch of witnesses, and she never heard them. And all I said is, Your Honor, this guy comes around, he starts trouble. He doesn't even live here. He lives far away in another county. And it didn't matter to the crooked Judge Judy. I'm not going to say her real name. I'm just going to say her name's Judy WEINER, a Democrat judge from Los Angeles. So Judge WEINER, topic 4, crooked judge, she put the restraining order against me and never heard my wife, Maureen, speak, or my other witnesses that I brought. And I'm like, well, am I yelling? Am I being bad in here? This is my own family, supposedly my family doing this to me, Clark the Shark. Yeah, you guys, how would you feel if your own family's lying in court, fabricating stuff against you that's not true? None of it. I had every right to yell in this house if I did, you guys. If people are bothering me and I just keep to myself back in my room and they're coming to bully me even at times kicking in my door and entering my room to bully me, then I have a right to call 911 and maybe even yell if I must. But I don't think I yelled that bad considering the situation. Yeah, crooked judge put a restraining order on me, and then the police in the room said, that's bullshit what she did. The very sheriffs who wouldn't back me up and show and testify for me or, be my witness, there was about 8 of them. How they have the bailiffs in the courtroom, and they were like, that was bullshit what she did. We're going to put in a report for you, Clark. And I was like, bullshit, they will, fuck this. And I just left. And, I've never really talked to that family or anyone in Los Angeles ever again since. But then I opened the internet one day and there was this big story that a judge was admonished and terminated by Los Angeles, you guys, or something like that. I don't know if she was, but she was definitely admonished, and it's all over Google. And it just so happens to be that it was Judge WEINER, you guys. Her name's Judge Emily WEINER. That's her real name, you guys. I'm just going to use it on the show. Now, Judge WEINER, who was admonished, kind of like Anthony Weiner in New York, if she is still a judge now, all the people in there can laugh at her and call her Miss Admonished Weiner now. It's not enough that her last name is funny, but now her initials are AW, Admonished Weiner. Topic 4, crooked judge. And I think the good Lord God is like, what do you think of that, Shark? Just like Blake Douchebag dead in a greenhouse with a shotgun. You make a little statement to all the record labels and all the people at BAM Magazine and around LA and the South Bay. Like, well, what do you think, you guys? You guys all denied Clark the Shark's talent or something back in the day. So I had to make a patsy fall guy to, show you guys up or something. And Blake Douchebag was found dead in a greenhouse. And then Judge WEINER was admonished. And other things like this have happened too, where people who mess with me really suffer. But then I'm like, God, what's the point? And he's like, I'm doing it for you, Sharky. Sharky #1 in the Matrix. Yeah, it's all, yeah, Shark. Yeah, God, I'm #1. Yeah. Abraham Lincoln, #1. Charlie Kirk, #1, baby. Yeah. Yeah, to JFK, #1. Blake Douchebag, #1. John Wilkes Booth, Lee Harvey Oswald, Martin Luther King, baby. Mark David Chapman, John Lennon, Pete Best, #1. God, we're proven, well, we're vilified and then we're vindicated, Yoko Ono. Yeah, baby. What is all this? You gotta be #1, Sharky. I'm out to make you. Make Shark #1. I don't care about being #1, God. I just want to be happy. He's like, no, Sharky. Topic 5, crooked Democrats. Yeah, it takes me back to Prop 50, you guys. This bullshit. They're mad because Texas is redistricting. So they're like, oh, tit for tat, we're going to redistrict. Don't you Democrats see this is just a rabbit hole and everyone's going to get ensnared in this? Red states will redistrict now. Maybe some more blue states, but it'll all end up the same in the end. Democrats will always lose. You guys never win even when you win. You're pathetic fucking losers. That's right. Topic 5, crooked Democrats. And topic 6, bad dreams. And tonight, earlier this evening, around 9 p.m. or so, I don't know, 9:30, I was asleep. And I had a horrible dream where I was up at my wife's house in the old room where me and my wife used to live. But we were actually just visiting, me and my wife. And 2 demons, I had to barricade the door, when I'm there, because the demons, I should say the racist demons that don't like white people, I'm afraid they might get me, you guys. So I barricade myself in the room. That's right, you guys. Clark the Shark. And then they busted their way through the barricade. It was almost like, the Lord, even though the doors were locked and the 12 are in there, they're talking about the Lord, and then he appears before them. And, he's got the holes in his hands. He's all, put your finger in the hole, you guys. Yeah. Well, even though my door was barricaded, the two demons appeared before me, attacking me, and it was really scary. And one of them was trying to either stick me with a needle or something, or poison me. And it was kind of a metaphor for what may be going on there now. Yeah, dude. Somebody should fucking call maybe Adult Protective Services. I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm going to keep it a clean family show. But topic 6, bad dreams, and Clark the Shark himself, a senior citizen at age 61. I found myself in a predicament this night. Me and my wife were in a room, and two demons were attacking us, plural. I don't know if that's pronouns, but they were attacking me, but they were also attacking her. In topic 6, bad dreams, and topic 7, bad family. Dude, I'm not even going to talk about topic 7, bad family, because I'm going to keep it a family show. But Torrance and Redondo Beach ought to know why Clark the Shark is a douchebag. Well, it's because of topic 7. I come from a bad family, you guys. I don't get a lot of backup in this world. Not a lot of people have my back, but perhaps they should, with all the Charlie Kirkian logic that flows from the mouth of Clark the Shark, if you know what I mean. Topic 7, bad family. And topic 8, you guys, ghost hunting is dangerous. And you can talk to this guy next to me, Sink Ghost. He'll tell you. You guys that hunt for ghosts are being very naive, and you're flirting with dangerous occult shit that you don't understand. A lot of you are agnostics or atheists, and you hunt for ghosts, or you're just, you might not be Christian, some other religion. But I, Clark the Shark, believe Jesus and God and Christianity is the closest thing to the truth. Maybe not the truth, but kind of the generic default truth, in quotations. And not just that, but, traditionally the truth, and maybe physically the truth, you guys. Topic 8, ghost hunting is super dangerous. You should always pray, carry a Bible, holy water, sage. Pray a lot to the Lord, you guys, if you ghost hunt. It's dangerous. I found out the hard way tonight what demons can do to you in your brain, in a dream. It was absolutely terrifying, you guys, right here on Halloween, October 31, 2025. And topic 9, here in the Matrix. And it's all a sharkulation. You guys are just, bit parts of my entertainment. I may be all alone in the universe if I'm dreaming all my life. The song by Bowie. Maybe, dude. I hope and pray it's all real, like the Bible. The Bible kind of describes a matrix simulation, you guys. And God's like, love me, praise me, worship me. I made you. Come on, it's the least you could do. It's the most you could do. Yeah, you guys. Here in the Matrix. Ghost hunting is super dangerous. I want to say God loves you, you guys. I think he does, but it's just a really screwed up way of, our universe here in the Matrix, where we're all on Earth with Satan and demons and ghosts and ghouls, and, choose God or choose them. It's hard, God. It's easy. That too, or you just be all happy and you love God here in the Matrix, you guys. It's a game. And topic 10, I guess, poet, genius, clairvoyant, mystic, and I do it all at 5'6", Clark the Shark. Like a Charlie Kirk, you guys, and I've always been, even in 1988 when I was 23, like a walking encyclopedia. But of course, at 5'6", nobody's going to give a shit about that guy. I could have all the talent, David Bowie, John Lennon, Frank Zappa, musical talent. But if you're 5'4", nobody's going to give a flying shit. And topic 11, I believe in God, and you should too. Sincerely, Kanye Shark Vankman. The first and only, you guys. I follow God, you guys, so you should follow me. I may not seem like it, but I don't really go to church that often. And they say neither did Charlie Kirk. He was always carrying a Bible, and quoting the Bible. But yeah, you guys. He really didn't go to I know he wasn't Catholic, I hope he didn't get shot and go to hell for that, I don't think so, you guys. He is a good Christian person. But topic 11, I believe in God and you should too. Sincerely, Kanye Shark Vankman, ghost hunter extreme, poet, mystic, genius, clairvoyant, 5'6". Doesn't work out, no tattoos, nothing macho, no bravado, no machismo, and no gravitas, as the Democrats would say. That's I, Clark the Shark. Topic 11, and you guys are all in the Wonka test. Klaus Wonka, that's my real name. Survive it if you will, Veruca Salt, Augustus Galloop, and all you greedy little bad children. And I don't know, you guys, if it's good to be greedy, bad to be greedy. What do I know, you guys? Liberals may be right and I may be wrong. They're all living good in ivory towers and I haven't even got 50 cents in the bank. Dude, if it wasn't for my SSDI check, who knows, bro? But me, Clark the Shark, topic 1, shitty life. God's like Shark, I swear, is a great grand reveal coming. It's going to be great, Shark. I'm going to remake the whole universe. It's going to be beautiful. The whole universe is going to be heaven. And Shark, you're going to be like Wayne Gretzky scoring goals, and you're going to be a rock star, and you're just going to be getting all these babes, and it's going to be awesome. And I'm like, that's cool, God, but you could have just done that anyway. And how Adam ate the apple and Eve ate the apple, and then yeah, you guys, it all just went bad. Well, all of you, in Shark's view, maybe you're eating that apple I told you not to eat or something, and it's given you a good life or a shitty life, but whatever in the matrix here, you guys. Topic 9 takes me back to topic 1. Sharks had a shitty life, shitty childhood, adulthood, every hood, dude. Every hood. Stolen ideas, or maybe just in my mind, in my imagination, or designed to keep me confused or on edge, or are they stealing? Are they not? Or am I an asshole, a douchebag? Am I not? I just don't know, you guys. But I got a feeling and an inkling that I'm a good guy getting the raw shaft. You know how it is, you guys. All the rich liberals up in Palos Verdes, they get all the shackles, and the rest of us get the schmackle right here on the Clark the Shit Show. Topic 1, shitty life. And God's like, Shark, I'm doing something. It's a work in progress. It's for a reason. It's going to be great. Yeah, it's basically what the Bible says. We're going to be beheaded. Who St. Paul beheaded or crucified, or what happened to all those guys, Stephen and Paul and Charlie Kirk and Lincoln and JFK and John Lennon or whatever, you guys. But it's all building to something beautiful someday, Shark, in the grand reveal. Yeah, God, I can't wait. I love you, man. I'll pray to you, bro. God knows my plight. In parentheses on topic 1, shitty life. He doesn't care, you guys. He's like, Shark, everyone has a shitty life. Make the best of it. Yeah, you guys, isn't that great? We all have shitty lives. Suck it up, everyone. Come on, suck it up, Buttercup. Make the best of it. And topic 2, crooked family. Well, how do you think that makes me feel, God? My family in Torrance and Redondo Beach were douchebags and assholes to me. And now I discovered my black family. Uh, they never loved me. They never liked me at all. It was all just pretend. It was all fake and phony. Even if I had cancer, even if I had getting surgeries, 8 surgeries, 9 surgeries, it doesn't matter. Shark's always faking. Isn't that right, Weenie? Pool guy Weenie. I'm lazy, I'm faking, I'm limping. And the other pool guy's like, no, Tom, I think Clark really limping. Oh, let's get rid of him. Oh, AB5, AB60, AB5. We don't need Shark anymore. Oh, look at that. You guys have a crooked family in Torrance and a crooked family in Gardena and a crooked swimming pool family in San Diego, too. Right here on the Clark the Shit Show. Dude, I don't mean to sound negative, but if I die, I hope there's no one at that funeral. Because fuck all of you. You don't deserve someone nice and sweet and humble and holy like Clark the Shark. Topic 2, crooked family. Yeah, you don't. Topic 3, crooked cops. I called 911 on cops, or 2 cops, to come and protect me, but they backed the bad guy against me instead because they thought it would be fun because topic 1, they know my plight. And God's like, Shark, I did that. It was to make you stronger. I'm like, I know. All these things God did, you guys, for the betterment, as a warning for me to pray and be better and stronger and forgive and forget and move on. Yeah, you guys, it might be true. I don't feel too good about forgiving and forgetting, you guys, but I guess we all got to. It's one of the first rules in the Bible. In scripture, you guys. Forgive or you won't be forgiven. Love your neighbor. Do unto others as you would want done to you. Isn't that right? Topics 2, 3, 4, 5. Crooked family, crooked cops, crooked judge. Admonished judge, I should say, and crooked Democrats. The demon rats think like insanity. If they keep doing the wrong thing over and over, one day it's going to get good and it's going to be great. No, I got bad news, topic 5, crook Democrats. This may pass next Tuesday, but you guys just don't learn. Time marches on, and in the game of time, Democrats, you lose, and you'll keep on losing in this life and the next. Right here on the Clark the Shit Show. Am I right or am I right? And topic 6, bad dreams. It's not just Clark the Shark that has them, and I've had them all my life, you guys. Tonight, the thing that happened, the horrible dream, was nothing new. This is how I roll right here on the Clark the Shit Show. Topic 6, bad dreams. But I'm big enough and tough enough and strong enough and prayerful enough to the Lord to take it, you guys. Come on. Topic 7, bad family. Yeah. And it's 5'6" Shark. It's always his fault. It's he did it. Yeah, it's always Sharky. Yeah, if only Sharky would just blah blah blah, the whole world would be better. Well, who do I blame there? God, them, or you, or who? God's like, Shark, I did that too. It's up to you to forgive, forget, move on, Sharky. Dude, what is this forgive, forget thing? We're gonna go to heaven. We'll just love everyone there. So, I mean, what's the point? And God's like, well, Sharky, slow down. You might not get there. Yeah. Someday when I get more famous, you guys, I'll reveal more and you'll find out. You'll be like, you know what? Maybe Shark shouldn't forgive and forget. Topic 7, bad family, you guys. God's like, no, Shark, I swear to God, you should always love. Take the high road, Sharky. Be the bigger man. Yeah, you guys. Think all the people who die in car wrecks every night on the freeways, unjustly or fair or unfair or whatever. Probably they were killed by some illegal alien with a driver's license that the Democrats gave them and that the Republicans want them to have for the cheap labor, you guys. Am I right or am I right? The Republicans want the illegals driving. They like the high rent, 8 people living together, more high rent, more people in the streets, more white people living under freeway overpasses, living in the underpass area in a tent or a chair, piles of papers and feces and dirt. That's right. Make way for tomorrow, Sharky. For the brown man who works dirt cheap is here now. Isn't that great, Shark? Or in your case, the yellow man. Yeah. Dude, the swimming pool world, dude, you better adapt. Yeah, dude, you snooze, you lose. Or you better lock on to the new ways of Democrat California, or you will fall by the wayside in the forgotten bin of Shitsville. I'm not just talking swimming pools, I'm talking everything right here on the Clark the Shit Show. Topic 7, bad family. And topic 8, ghost hunting is super dangerous. These are nefarious demons from hell. That's right, St. Ghost is, you guys. He's right next to me doing the show. He's actually giving me good ideas. And if you are a ghost hunter like Clark the Shark, and even me myself, you should pray to the Lord, carry a Bible, holy water, pray. When you go to sleep, when you wake up, even if you don't believe, even if you're an agnostic or atheist, you don't want to have one of these bad dreams like I had tonight. You guys, it's fucking bad. We're talking horrible. You know those dreams where there's a nuclear bomb or a chemical attack or a meteor? This dream tonight was worse. It was absolutely horrifying, terrifying. It was a fucking nightmare. And I don't want to relive it, though I know I will again here on the Clark the Shit Show many times. And topic 11, I'm going to skip right ahead. I believe in God, you guys, I do. And you should too. Sincerely, Kanye Shark. Unlike Kanye and a lot of these guys on the right and left, I'm not anti-Israel. I do think Israel, a bunch of douchebags, a bunch of white people right in the middle of all the Arabs who hate them. The nerve of that, you guys, the audacity, I'm not really pro-Palestine or, Hamas or Hezbollah at all, you guys, but they, just like Candace Owens says, you guys, they think the land's theirs. And 1947, here comes the British with Israel or whatever happened. I'm not sure, you guys, but they thought about putting Israel in Cyprus. That probably would have been a better idea. They didn't follow through with it. And now look what we have in Israel. You guys, lots of trouble. That being said, you guys, I'm pretty much pro-Israel. Not because, God and Jesus returning or any of that. But, it's a great little satellite zone where we can keep an eye on all those, Iran, Saudi Arabia, Egypt, Hamas, Hezbollah, Jordan, Syria, all that shit, Turkey. It's true, you guys. Plus all those people, need a place to live. And look what they've done to the area. It's the most built up place in the Middle East. Me and the Israelis are genius, smart people, good with money. And they've built a little paradise there. And, the Islamists, Muslims, they don't like it, you guys. It kind of shows them up. Am I right or am I right if you knows what I means here on the Clark the Shit Show? That being said, you guys, Israel are kind of douchebags too, but so are Hamas and Hezbollah. And, it's a big mess there. Now, a lot of people are saying Charlie Kirk got killed by Israel. They were Googling him and the FBI thing in Huntsville, Alabama, and Florida, Israel and D.C. Who knows, you guys? Maybe it was I, Clark the Shark, that did it. After all, I'm the one who took out JFK, Martin Luther King, Lincoln, and Bobby Kennedy. All of them, dude. And I tried to get Reagan. My name is John Wilkes Klaus Shark Booth, you guys. Or you can call me Lee Harvey Venkman, Ghost Hunter. expert, which brings me to topic 10, poet, genius, clairvoyant, mystic, and I do it all at 5'6", a walking encyclopedia. That is Clark the Shark, 5'0" nothing, like a little tiny Charlie Kirk, but not as threatening to liberals and Democrats as Charlie Kirk was. Otherwise, they would come here and get me, you guys. So I'm not even ignored, like I'm not even on the radar. For this is all topic 11, the Klaus Wonka test. And you are all Veruca Salt, Augustus Galoob. Mike TV, yeah, you guys are going to be on YouTube. You're going to be the first person to travel. Now, little pieces up in the air. It takes a million, it takes a machine to put them all back together and turn them into Mike TV. Remember that? That's you Democrats. Prop 50. You're going to redraw the districts. Oh, good luck, Democrats. You may succeed, but ultimately you won't. Right here on the Clark the Shit Show. And those are the topics, baby, for today. And I'm out for October 31, 2025. Peace.